Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tommy Zamp and I play guitar and get the lead out. And when I'm not out on tour playing Led Zeppelin all over the country, I'm here in my home studio recording tracks for other artists, for myself, or for you for that matter. If you need guitars or anything recorded, you just hit me up, let me know. But a lot of you guys have actually been sending me some DMs and questions on how I'm actually recording my guitar because I've never really gone over that. So I thought I would make a quick video today just explaining my signal chain, what I'm using, how I'm using it, and it's really not as complicated as you may think, and it sounds pretty good if you ask me. So yeah, let's get into it. First up, I'm using my interface as the Apollo Twin, Twin X, if you will. I could definitely use the X8. I was gonna upgrade at some point. I probably still will, but for now, it does the job. I'm not set up here in the studio to record drums or anything like that, so the I/O that the capabilities that the Twin X affords me is it's more than what I need. So would it be nice to have a couple more I/O? Absolutely. This way I could run a few other things, some outboard gear, etc., etc. But for the time being, this is what I'm using, and yeah, use what you have and make the best of it. That's what I always say. So I'm using the Apollo X Twin, and I'm running Luna, and you can see I'm going to screen record it here. We'll pop it up on the screen now so you see what I'm looking at. I have a session in Luna already kind of, it's titled How to Record Guitars. So I'm going to double click on that, and it's going to open up. And what you'll see is just like a blank session. There's nothing there. I'm not using it as a template. I go in, and a lot of the commands in Luna are the same for Pro Tools. So they're very easy. It's very easy to use. Luna is super user friendly. It's very fun. It's fast, and I think it sounds really good. That's one thing that I really like about it. It sounds really good. So let's just title this track Aux, and since it's the Aux, I run it in stereo, and I hit create, and that's it. And now you can see it's got the Aux track right here. The input, I'm running it SPDIF. And if I do this, it should give me some sound. All right, pick that up on the microphone here. But if I go over here and hit record, now that's it. Bang. Amplifier into the aux box, into the Apollo Twin, into Luna. That sounds pretty awesome just for right out the bat, right? All right, so what I'm using today is my Bad Cat Cub 440R, and you can tweak the amps, the knobs, and everything just like you normally would running through the aux. The aux is basically the cabinet with microphones on it, and you don't have to think about it. It's done for you, okay? Okay, so what I did, guys, is I pulled up the aux on the screen now, which you can see here, and I've got Luna running in the background. This is still my same signal chain from the beginning. I think that's a great sounding guitar tone. I think it sounds real. Doesn't sound fake. And that's the beauty of having a setup like this. I literally hit record and I can go. And I can swap out the speaker cable from the back of the Bad Cat, plug it into, say, my Deluxe Reverb or my AC30 or my Marshall, and I can switch it around that way. They do make amp selector units like rack mount gear. One of these days I'll get my hands on one of those. But for now, I tend to find the sound that I like. And this amp works really well with my Les Paul, with my Telecaster, with my SG. Anything I put through it, the Bad Cat Cub 440R sounds absolutely incredible. So, that's bridge pickup, neck pickup, middle pickup, humbucker and middle pickup. So this has got some versatility to it. Now, when you're talking about the actual aux box itself, so on the front of the actual amp here, there's a selector, right? And you can see on the screen it's going to change it. The rig is the presets, 1 through 6. The room allows you to adjust. You can see when I turn it on the actual unit, it moves it in the app as well on the screen. Now, the speaker line out, speaker volume line out, and headphones, I don't use those because I'm doing everything in the box. If you're using them as an attenuator in a live setting, you want to send your line out to the front of house, something like that. So this has options for you, and it has a headphone jack in the front, which I don't need that for this. So that's how I'm getting it. And the app is cool because the 6 that you get, I mean, this is the same amp through a 4x12. Let's see what this is. This one, it's a little Blues Junior. And it has Verb on it. So turn the Verb off just to hear what the amp sounds like. That sounds awesome. Let's move on. What's number 3? It's a Vox, I think, right? Yeah, so this is based off of a 2x12 Vox cabinet, and none of the EQ or master or anything of that is on for the delay or reverb. Totally different, right? So listen to that. Listen to this. 2 totally different sounds. 3 totally different sounds. All by the flip of a switch. Number 4 is little bassman. Turn off the Verb. 5, we've got a little Fender Champ. And number 6, we have a Boutique, a 2x12. A lot of Verb, a lot of delay. Let's turn that off. I mean, that sounds awesome. Let's put a little delay on it. You know what I mean? Like, I could do this all day. In fact, I do this all day. And and the volume isn't that loud. That's the beauty of the aux box. I have microphones. I can put them in front of the cabinets. I can get great sounds. I can capture the speaker pushing air. You know what I mean? There is something about that. This is not, I'm not trying to say that I'm never going to ever mic up a cabinet again. This is just how I'm doing it for my YouTube, for any recordings that I'm doing. If you reach out and say, hey, I want you to play on my record, but I really want you to use some real microphones, what do you have? I'll tell you what I have at the time. I've got a couple ribbons, some dynamics, you know. I've got, my mic locker is small, but it's not huge. But I would probably record both of them, send them to you, and then you tell me which one you think sounds better, and then I'll let you know if it's a real mic or if it's the aux box. Because I don't think you could tell. People up and down can be like, oh no, that sounds digital. I can tell the difference. Well, I don't know about that, man. That sounds pretty legit. But I digress. Anyway, this is just to kind of show you guys how I go about recording guitars and how I'm using this to demo out guitar pedals and stuff like that. I just did that, not a Klon or not a Dumble. I just plug them into the front of the amp. If I need to do an effects loop thing, the Batcat has it. Not every amp has an effects loop, but now you're talking about like tweaking little things. But as far as my signal chain goes, generally speaking, guitar, amplifier, aux box, Apollo, into Luna. Bounce it all out, send it all into Final Cut Pro, which is what I use for all my video editing, and that's it, man. And you know, line it all up, get it all together, and call it a day. So I just really wanted to kind of show you how I'm doing it. I will do a more in-depth video on the aux box itself at a later date, because there's a tremendous amount of things you can do. You can select different microphones. You can select the EQ setting on each individual microphone. You can add compression to the master channel. You can change out different presets on the verb if you want, or the plate verb. There's a plethora of options. So one of the things I would recommend, if you do get one of these or you have one already, you probably already realized there's a ton of options. Get a good sound and use it. Spend some time exploring it, but when it comes time to record, have an idea, have some presets, put the work in at first and get some sounds you like, and then save them in the preset section so you can just quickly call them up, come up here, like it says, go to your user settings and go, I love this sound. Double click on it. And this is a lot of my go-to. I think that sounds amazing. It's heavy. That's a telly, you know what I mean? If I put it on in the middle pickup, this has a switch that I can basically turn these two into a humbucker, right? I mean, that sounds huge. And you start layering tracks, you record that, and then you double it, and you pan them. Oh, forget it, man. Your track's going to sound amazing. So anyway, those are some tricks of the trade, guys. I just wanted to make a quick video on how I'm actually recording everything. As always, be good to yourself, be good to each other, and I will see you all in the next video.